Dear Diary, it's Doric. It's been a little bit since I wrote about you to you, but wanted to let you know where we are. We've made our way north into Stockhold, and are eventually planning on making our way up to Snowport once we have connected back with Guy. Not much has been going on. We've basically been waiting on him. A few letters have been exchanged between us and Guy as he's gone off to school. I do hope for a graduation invitation from him, though. I've never been to a party like that. We also learned a little bit of history about the dwarves in this area, which I found very interesting. Look forward to maybe meeting some in the future as we go. The hotel we're in has been very interesting. Not hotel, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's not a word I know. Tavern. We've been staying at the Hot and Cold Tavern. Half of it is hot, and you guessed it, the other half is cold. But the rooms are normal. So that's nice.
Delightful.
Oh, very much so. I would expect hotels exist.
We need...
Bold, yeah, I mean, listen, isn't the difference between an inn and a hotel, wouldn't it just be like, you need a reservation?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's also really bold of Dork to presume that they have parties in Nordica.
A graduation ceremony, at least, is what I'm thinking. You know, he just wants to see people throw their hats in the air.
I think that might be a crime in Nordica. You might damage migratory birds, which are a sacred symbol of their lord and savior.
I mean, Ordos's symbol is a snake, so I don't think that's the case.
Wait, aren't there flying snakes? Silver, back me up here.
Anyways, please, since you're here, give us also the recap from Guy's nonsensical adventure.
Insert harp, music here. I know it's. Listen, I know you're not going to put harp in here, but theater of the mind and everybody at home.
Needs to be a banjo.
It's too cold for banjos. So, as a recap, it has been... How many days has it been, Silver?
Your journey and testing would have been...
It was 4, right?
Yeah, 4 days.
And then I requested 2 days for rest and research and recuperation. The 3 R's.
So technically the other group is a day behind where Guy is in the actual timeline.
Yes. Well, if you want a full recap, everybody should just go listen to the episode from last time. That's a joke. So, Guy has gone to prison. And then, Guy did some talking. And then Guy went to school. Guy took a test. Guy passed the test. Guy took another test. Guy passed another test. Guy graduated. Sorry, Doric. It's all in the letter.
I read one of your letters.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that.
It dropped today.
Yeah, well, guess what? This time we get to hear Theo do a guy voice.
No.
Yes. It's addressed to Theo this time specifically.
He reads it to himself.
No. You have to read it for the audience at home.
Yeah, this is an audio medium, sorry to say. Alright, so we start out with you guys in the Hot and Cold Tavern. Early in the morning, there is a sound of a slight, shuffle underneath the door for Theo's room, and there is a letter on the floor that had been slipped underneath the door. will share with you the context of said letter.
They're about to be severely disappointed because Theo's not the nonsense guy.
If Theo is not the nonsense guy, that's probably why he got the letter.
Actually,
I sent it to you. I sent it to you on Discord.
listen, it was Theo got the letter because Theo wrote the last letter. If you didn't want to read the letter, you should have had Doric send it.
My last letter was like a sentence, man.
Yes, and fun fact, I read it in my best Theo voice, except for the part where it said, P.S. Doric says, and then I talked like Doric.
Oh, I look forward to this.
So he reads he opens the letter. He reads it. He says, "Dearest Theodore, why does he got to be pompous about my name? It doesn't. What? I have, as of writing you this correspondence, already graduated from the Citadel, and the planning has been 2-day research. So he's researching his the contact in the family. We couldn't figure out where his family lives, so that's fine. Moving around Nordica should be easier now that I have an official signet. Might be able to pick up a couple of jobs while we're here to make ends meet in the journey to the towers. Warm regards, Giverson." And again, he's being pompous. Nobody got arrested yet, right? You know what I mean?
So we've missed the graduation.
Obviously.
That's quite disappointing. Although I can't imagine that parties would be rather fun here.
I don't know. It's a nerd party, so I don't know. Everybody's sitting around reading books.
Even worse than that, they're all in a tower under lock and key together.
I don't know. It was probably one of those noisemakers where it's, that's enough merriment for today. Get back to work.
Do you think that lake that the Citadel is on would be frozen over?
I doubt it.
I mean, we saw them ice fishing further south.
We're not going
So I
to.
wonder
We're
if we
not
could
going
walk
to the Citadel. I'm not getting arrested because you want to join a nerd party.
Well, what do we do then, since he's got
It
another
says
day?
2 days.
2 days. We could go on a bender, though. I'm pretty sure that would get us.
I'm going
in
to go
jail.
shopping. I don't know about you. I want to see what kind of stuff they.
I
sell
have
here.
no money.
We could probably go check out the temple and see if they need any cleric services. We could earn some money.
It's true. I might just see if there's interesting stuff. Or, on second thought, I'll travel with you to go with you to the shops. I have something I may try to sell. I think it may be of value here.
All right. We're gonna go to the shops. We gotta check on the horses anyway.
All right, so you go to the shops in the town, in the city. So as you're kind of, you head out into the city. What direction are you going to try to find shops in? Are you going to go towards like the core of the city? Are you going to go towards the outskirts, north, south, east, west?
I think before we leave, he would ask whoever's at the bar at the tavern for the morning stuff where local weapons and armor shops are.
So you'll basically be told that like weapons and armor are kind of in all sectors of the city. It just depends on where you're.
That's inconvenient. I guess since we gotta go check on the horses, we'll head that direction.
Okay. I'm going to say the one that he recommended you go to is towards the northern side of the city. So as you're heading out to the northern side of the city, you have to go past for like, there's some shops on the way there. There's like your typical like a bookshop, place that does like jewelry and kind of those sort of shops and places. Maybe some places to get food, tea house type situation, stuff like that on the way through. You have to go past the stables to actually find shops.
We'll stop at the stables then and check on the horses.
I mean, give me your animal checks for the horses.
Is that nature?
Yes.
Swear to God, if it rolls below again, I'm mad. Because I have a +6 in nature.
I'll laugh if it
It
rolls you
was
low.
a 12.
20.
Okay.
Me and this horse are just like neutral. We're at odds. We don't hate each other, but at the same time, we really don't like each other either.
I feel
Doric.
I feel like Coco would almost like be happy that I was. She said when she saw me. You'll see his eyes twinkle too.
I actually think the care that they are getting in the stables, they're actually the horse there for or the pony.
Yeah.
The pony's actually looks a little bit sad that you show up. Kind of like you're like your pets somewhere like at you have dogs if they really like the groomer. They're glad that you're there to come visit them, but they're also like, does this mean I have to leave now?
Yeah. It's like a dog at doggy daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere quite yet. You've got a few days still here. Apparently, Guy wants to read a book. Or two.
That is the best way to describe that.
Just found out about Doric's reading speed. 1 to 2 books for every 2 days.
I mean, it depends on the thickness of the book. I mean, I can't read that fast. I'm lucky if I finish a book a month.
I do nothing but read all day.
I feel that now.
I can read a whole book in a day.
Oof. I wish I had time to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's neither here nor there. You be good. Stay out of trouble, Coco. I know you will, though.
Slips the horse that Theo's arguing with his horse. Over just something benign. Like maybe the horse snorted at him or some shit when they walked up. He still slips him a piece of chocolate. Here you go.
So yeah, check on your horses. They're fine. And then you head off to the shops. Give me a perception check as you look around this marketplace.
Yep.
Oof.
Ooh,
15.
26.
Dork is still a little upset that Coco was not super excited to see him. Yeah. He's distracted.
I mean, 15's still a good roll.
I know, but
Just a little
it's not as
distracted.
good as your 26.
Listen.
Let's see, I need to.
What's bad is that was actually a 6 because I have a +9 on perception. So it really wasn't a great roll.
Oh no.
Sorry, you're talking about how you didn't really get a great roll about your perception. I just happened to see out of the corner of my eye one of my cat's faces just poke around the door and then slide back behind the door again. So yeah, as you're heading into the market square here, Doric, it's just a market square. Nothing super out of the ordinary pops out to you. You guys both are able to find. You're both able to locate a shop or a couple shops that have weapons kind of off on racks, and there's one that has armor. One actually has. They mentioned that they will custom fit your armor for extra fee. And then Theo, you recognize an odd sight.
One of my merchants?
No. You recognize on there's one of the elves in the marketplace. You recognize an Asconi herald on their uniform.
Why does that sound familiar?
The Asconi are a neighboring country. Or Ascone.
How does one spell that for my notes?
It's Oskon, pronounced Ascone or Asconi.
So, Theo sees this. I'm assuming he recognizes it.
The Asconi heraldry is, or the coat of arms is very obvious. Nobody else has this coat of arms.
Is this a significant thing for him? Because personally, I've never heard of it, but Theo might have.
Asconi are known for their military prowess. And I was going to pull up here in Discord a thing for you. So I was going to pull up their coat of arms for you guys for reference. If my computer with me, stop fighting me. Just do what I said.
That's a little different.
Alright. So, a Scony soldier. Is this person just kind of walking around exploring the shops?
So as you kind of look over, you notice that it's not just one single soldier. There's a group of 5 people in a Scony uniform.
I think, just out of curiosity, he would approach. Because it's very odd to see a squad of Asconi out in Nordica. He's trying to be very respectful about it, though. Because I'm assuming with their military prowess, the orcs probably have a lot of respect for them. Since they're both kind of militant.
Yeah, so I also on the map there, I drew a circle. That's the Asconi territory.
Yeah, so our ridiculously scary bard friend is from that area.
Yes.
Oh, God. Nice.
Yep. So the man will kind of look over at you. He says, "Oh, we're here on official business."
No. What's that? That was pretty short and sweet. Part of the we're I don't know how long you've been here, but we're kind of visiting this area, and since your military know-how is well known, what of these weapon shops over here would you recommend? Which one of the blacksmiths does the best work?
So he'll ask you. I need to actually pull up something out here as well. Try to see if there's a stat block I can use. Make it easy for myself. Super. I'll just use this one. I know this one's there, so I'll use this one. He'll look at you and he'll ask, what kind of weapons are you looking for?
I typically go with sword and shield myself. My friend here hasn't really picked one that suits his fancy too much.
I tend to do a little better from a distance.
Why do you not have that as a stat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. I'm like, why do you not have this as a stat? Okay, never mind. It's off to the other side. Anyways, let's roll that. So he's going to. You're saying it's for Doric then? So he's going to scope up Doric. And basically, Doric has no secrets from him because that is a 23 in total.
Oh, you've got the eyes of Mordor upon you, my friend.
So he's going to look you over and he's going to say, Cleric of Eros, is it?
Yes, I'm a little far away from home, but yes.
I believe your folk, you like hammers, correct?
I would definitely say we're rather proficient in them. At least trained, I'd say.
So he's going to I'll kind of point at a stall. It's kind of tucked around the corner from where you're currently standing. He's going to say, there's I'm not sure what his other half is, but he's at least a half orc over in that direction selling various hammers of different makes and sizes. Seems to be very high quality work.
Well, thank you for the information. I'm sure we'll be able to find something very nice there. Could I ask you another question real quick before we head that way? How did you come to Stockholm? Did you take the roads or go through the woods?
Well, official business would not lead one to walk through the woods.
Well, it just seemed like the most expedient way from your area of the country, I would expect.
It would be faster, but it would not be official.
I wouldn't necessarily say
That's
faster.
more covert approach.
You have to cross through elf territory. They don't like people.
Yeah, but they're
That
elves.
doesn't mean anything.
I mean, the Asconi are basically every group under the sun, so
They're a melting pot.
kind of. You guys can do a. I don't know if you have the right check for it. I mean, if you have any kind of a lore skill, you could use a lore skill for it, but society would also be a good one for it.
That's no lore.
I could roll us a society.
Society's a
Yeah,
flat
same. The two non-charisma
Just give me
boys.
your society rolls.
It's like you don't have the face.
I rolled a 9.
15.
Alright. So with a 9, I mean, really all Theo's got is the military strength. They're also the largest in terms of territory. He just knows they're a very powerful entity within the world. That's about all you're going to get with that 9. With that 15, Doric, the thing that stands out to you the most that makes these... Not only are they strong and powerful in many ways, they are also the only nation that is not ruled by a monarchy. They are a republic.
I don't mean to pry, but you said you're here on official business. Is there someone here you're trying to see? Or is there a business here or somewhere else? Is this just a way station for you?
The people we're here to see are the Ordrosi.
Well, that would make sense. I really feel like
Yeah, it's not really any of our business, Dork.
it's kind of weird. Wait, I'm
That's what
Dork.
he
Hang on.
said.
Oh God.
Well, thank you for your information. It's good meeting a fellow warrior. If you ever happen to be in the Stone Teeth, I'm sure my kin would love to have some sparring matches with y'all.
Yes, we were told by some of our agents about you folks. Where's your third?
Our third?
What do you mean, you folks?
That's third.
Not asking that like racially.
Hold on. The question that
Like-
was asked was very suspicious. Third. Exactly who are you?
Just a soldier with the official emissary of Ascone.
Can I take a closer look at the rest of the party to make sure none of that the bard that we met from that area is not among them?
Yeah.
Perception
What
or
would be perception?
21.
No, they're not with them.
This emissary wouldn't have to be a very angry woman with a fiddle, would she?
Well, the emissary, no, but an angry elven woman with a fiddle does work with the services fairly often.
So she made it hum. Good. Yeah, you're asking the wrong one. I don't know. You keep the notes.
I know. So far back in my notes, I don't know if they're there. Oh, that was
Yeah, you'll hear from the
Yours.
shop where the men are standing outside of somebody in. They're not in military uniform. They're a bit more of like a kind of, if you consider like a dress type uniform, a little bit fancier than the military uniforms. And the soldier says, "That's my cue." And he's going to join up formation with the others, and this person will leave the shop.
Does like the half friendly salute thing. Have fun. Let's go see about that hammer for you.
That sounds good to me.
I don't like that people know who we are. Where's our third?
It is kind of odd that they picked two of us out. I didn't see anything that indicated that they might have been with the cult, though. Did you?
No, I mean, with them, there's no telling. Because we don't know all the members of the cult. Question.
Where's that map? Is there a large amount of them in that
We only
area?
have the areas
That map that we got from them.
around. We only have the areas around Nordica. We don't have that far out.
Oh, I thought it was out.
It was
all
on the
outside
outskirts of
Nordica.
Nordica that we have.
Okay, got it. Okay.
It'd probably be best to hit that way next. Though, seeing someone who possibly knows who we are, in Nordica doesn't sit right. Something's not right. We need to be on alert. And Guy needs to hurry up with his research. And he's going to start heading towards that shop that was pointed out.
Yep. So yeah, like the soldier did tell you, it's a half-orc man. It is not easy to tell what the other half is. It's very clearly not human.
Oh, nice.
As he actually has an array of like different hammers up on this rack. The sooty, dirty greasiness of a blacksmith as you walk in. His little open air stall. And he will turn and see you there. He'll look over and say, "You looking to buy or are you looking to look?"
Well, my friend here needs a hammer. Puts his hands on Doric's shoulders. Pushes him forward.
Yes.
Hammers I have plenty.
Dor will look upon the wall and see if he sees any let's see, trembling warhammers and light hammers. So really, whichever looks the most powerful, but still a decent price, cheap price.
Give me a perception then. Or actually, let's do it this way. Since you are trained in weapons, specifically of hammer variety, give me a... We'll let you roll for your weapons, just that... Will you roll that skill or no? It might not.
The weapon, no. It doesn't look like... well, let's see what this does.
No, it doesn't let you roll those.
No, I can do just a flat roll and add to it, though. I mean, I can do math.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll a physical dice here. Okay, +5, so that's not a d20.
I do that more than I care to admit.
Yeah. 7 plus 5, 12? 12.
Just a couple too many choices for you to really narrow down your sights on anything.
Can I do a crafting roll? See if I see anything that looks like it'd be good for him?
I was going to say,
yeah.
Theo, you're a bit of a crafter. What?
Hold on.
What do you think?
I'm looking. Calm down. How about a natural 25?
Jeez. So he would have a couple different hammers here. That's a really... What? I like that. That's really cool. And very scary all at the same time. Dwarves make really, really crazy weapons in this game, in Pathfinder.
And while I'm looking at the hammers, with that roll, does he have anything else that looks interesting?
No, this guy basically specializes in like the hammer and some axe weapons. I don't know if you're looking at any particular axe either.
No, I'm just looking for like interesting swords. Something that might be cursed or magic or some shit. I don't know.
So I'd say, depending on what you're willing to spend for that crafting roll, there are light hammers, which are just, a nice simple hammer that is also doubles as a ranged weapon.
Yep.
But he also has, he calls them long hammers. One that would probably draw the eye is he does have some things that the game calls meteor hammers. Basically, it's two weights affixed by a chain.
Dear God.
So you wield the one weight and you get the momentum based on that chain, and then use the chain as a momentum to create a very deadly bludgeon with reach. So
Is that in the?
yes,
Yeah, it's an actual thing. I've seen them in real life too.
Oh no, I was looking at the hammers on the items list and I didn't see that one. That's why I was like, well, what?
Yeah, it's called a meteor hammer. I have it. It showed up when I highlighted weapons and then just typed in hammer.
Don't know if that is something. It was very nice looking right there, that meteor hammer there, but don't think that's something someone of his skill level can use. What about that long hammer? I'm assuming the long hammer is kind of like a sledgehammer.
It's got a 5 to 9 foot height. Whoa. Bigger than me.
Yeah.
While the long hammer does look nice, I do need to keep a hand free for casting.
All right.
Yeah. So long hammer would be a two-handed. It's got a long pronged hammerhead for taking out legs and knees and ankles. It's also counterbalanced by a stout spike with a long shaft of 5 to 7 foot in length. So it's basically a very long, devastating hammer weapon.
Do any of the light hammers look like unique or anything?
So he does have some of the hammers that have, there's definitely some that are the higher quality. So I would say, based on an inspection with your crafting, he does have some that are like, I can't do that in a second, I forgot about that. I have to do it in the other sheet. So go over here, pull up this sheet. Wait, where's my filler? My filler character thing? Where'd you go? Oh, I moved you. There it is. So, let's see. If I were to take this and then check this thing. So he does have one there that appears to be better crafted than the other one. Has like there's a runic design in the actual hammerhead itself. You would recognize it as a potency rune of +1 potency. He also has one that has another rune. This one is in the actual like the actual hammer part of the hammerhead on both sides as a striking rune. So there's those two special ones, and there's like 3 regular light hammers.
He points at the one with potency rune. How much for this one?
I can part with that for 36 gold.
That's decent. I can do that for my friend here. Anything that keeps him alive.
Would you be interested in? Well, I mean, I don't need the longsword.
I'll take it.
Is what I'm kind of getting at.
Here's what we'll do. I'll buy the hammer and trade you for the longsword. This gives me more stuff to sell.
Okay. That's fine by me.
Buys the hammer. You said 36, right?
Yeah, 36 gold.
Puts the 36 gold.
That is a... so you're going to give that to Doric. So I've dropped it into your sheet, Doric.
Ooh.
And then Theo's getting your longsword.
Yo.
Theo over here with all the swords.
I'll be trading a bunch of those.
Alright, so you now have +1 light hammer, and then the sword is off of your sheet onto Theo's.
Wait. He kind of hefts the light hammer and spins it around just a touch to give it a feel and everything as he does that, just to get a feel for it.
I'd say the hammerhead is got a real nice fine polish to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you, Theo. I like this.
Yes, well, I'd rather you have something that you can actually use in combat.
A fair point.
Okay, serious side question here. Why does the light hammer have a evocation attached to it? This makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can put a rune on it that
Yes.
causes it to summon back to your hand after you throw it.
No, yeah, it is from the room, but it's like hammer evocation magic. Evocation is the magic school involving energy and elemental forces.
It's a potency rune, so yeah, that makes sense.
So it hit good.
Is there room for thrown weapons to return as well? Would that be evocation or would that be conjuration?
There is not a rune for returning, which would be pretty cool, but there's not.
Well, we could just make one.
So if I gotta throw it, I gotta go get it.
All right. I think after we're done here, he's just going to look around for a little bit, and if we run into a armor shop where I can like maybe replace my shield or get it repaired, that'd be nice. Or if we're into a shop that sells swords, we'll just check that out.
Yeah, so swords are easy. Armor is also easy. If you do not mind, I would say you could do that in the background.
Yeah, I'll do that in the background. That's fine.
Because there's nothing, if you're just going to sell a sword, there's nothing
Yeah.
fancy there. So you guys are going to basically spend the day walking around the city, not going to go anywhere special, just kind of hang around
Yeah.
the marketplace. Alright, so you guys do your shopping, do your selling, do your whatever, and I'd say your standard cost to repair a shield is associated there. I don't remember what that is off the top of my head.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We do it all behind the scenes.
And then we will cut away to the nerd in the tower who is reading books. I'm envious of said nerd in the tower.
The nerd in the tower will remember this.
I'm envious of him. I'd love to be the nerd in the tower reading books. That'd be sweet.
You want to be the something, the person behind the screen. Anyway, I'm doing some research. But first, I'd like to send money to my family. Silver, how much? Like 10 gold's a lot of gold for like a rural family, right?
I believe so.
How much is a chicken?
There was a table I once had that gave me like breakdown of like cost of things, but I do not know where that table is. Why are you doing this to me, game? I want to check whatever that table is. It won't let me access that table anymore. Whatever. Does it even have a thing for
There's
chicken?
archives
No,
of
it's not.
Nethys.
There is archives of Nethys.
Well,
It's one of the tabs I
guess
keep
what?
open.
Chicken's not on it. However, a guard dog is 2 silver. I imagine a guard dog would be slightly more valuable than a chicken, so they'd probably be about the same price in the end.
Nope.
No? Think they cost more?
I found one. I found a chicken.
How much is a chicken?
It listed as 1 gold.
Yeah, cool. How much money do I have? I got a lot of money. Where the hell did that come from? Oh yeah.
Are you looking at the wrong thing?
No. I have 88 gold on my person.
What crap did you get that?
I was the only one who looted the tower, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and guess what? I still have like 200 gold worth of treasure on my personage.
Lightweight.
He's also mad at me for what happened in his episode.
Oh no,
Which
have you
one?
figured out the riddle yet?
I was
I just think it's like a soap bubble. What am I mad about?
That I cliffhangered you on the ritual.
No, we did the ritual.
No, for the puzzle box. Sorry, not the ritual. The riddle. You're like, I think it's this. I said, well, you have to find out when we return.
Yeah. But listen, I put it in the bubble. Silver, burst my bubble one way or the other. Did I work? Did I win?
So while you're doing your study and your stuff there, you put your puzzle box into a bubble.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to happen, and then after you kind of watch it, maybe you get frustrated a little bit.
I'm reading every 3 pages or so. I look up and I go,
Where did I put my notes for
Silver,
the
Silver, I promise you that if it's just some pop rocks and some fake vomit, I'm leaving the podcast right now.
So as it sits in the
Silver, I
bubble,
promise you.
as it sits in the bubble, you'll start noticing that the one side will kind of light up in a sickly green color.
That's probably not good.
And it just kind of starts, blinking a little bit inside the bubble.
I forgot with the riddle. Was there like a time on how long I was supposed to keep it in there? Or?
No. It was just that it needs to be suspended so that it is lighter than air, but not even the strongest person can lift it.
Okay. All right. I try to open it now.
So you take it out of the bubble, and you notice another riddle.
I take out my frying pan from my pack. I set it gently on the counter next to the box, and I read the riddle.
So the riddle, you'll notice there's the riddle in the actual thing, and there is a alphabet below the riddle, like the alphabet, every letter of the alphabet.
Silver, there better be something really good in this box. Again, I promise you, if it's on the level of fake vomit or something in there, it's no longer going to be a joke about looking for a fourth podcast member.
So the riddle says, while I am in air, I am not in oxygen. I am also in water, but not in hydrogen. I am necessary in all animals, but you won't find me in the zoo.
This is carbon. I burn it. This book.
Look in all brains, and you'll find me there too.
Huh?
Oh, I think I know the answer.
Is it? Listen.
I'll post it again. But I will say it once
Yes.
more, for clarity's sake. So it is. While I am in air, I am not in oxygen. I am also in water, but not in hydrogen. I am necessary in all animals, but you won't find me in the zoo. Look in all brains, and you'll find me there too.
No, man, I think I misheard it.
Jackal. It's a jackal.
Oh my god. I've heard this one before. And that one's
Plankton.
evil.
It is a little evil.
electricity. Now die. What is the answer? Write it down in the comments below. Anyway, I don't have time for this. I look at the box and say, I don't have time for this. They're going back in the satchel.
Sorry.
Below the riddles and alphabet. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, so below this riddle is the alphabet.
It's the letter A.
Hey!
Alright.
It's the letter A.
So you touched the letter A in the alphabet?
That one. Seeing it typed out was a big difference.
So it exposes a third riddle.
Wait.
I swear, if he ever does this to me, I'm just throwing this shit away.
Silver.
I don't care what the fuck it is.
Oh, Silver, you forget that I'm writing the next campaign. Choose your next words carefully. I'm not usually petty.
The third riddle says, die without me, never thank me, walk right through me, never feel me, always watching, never speaking, always lurking, never seen.
What? Type it out.
Yep.
I don't think the solution will be...
That one is tricky, so that one I do think will take you a little bit.
Is it the letter A?
No, it is not the letter A.
Is it, what was it? Up your ass and to the left?
No.
Wasn't that your notes, Ograd?
Yes, that was. It was actually up your ass and to the right.
Well, I'm left-handed, so...
If that one's what I think it is, it's probably going to take him a while to figure that one out.
It's not
for
shadow.
sure on that one.
That one got me when I found it. I was like, this is a good one.
The hell rolled.
I asked text to roll something in the background.
Oh, it's going.
That's not a reflection.
Yeah, so that's what you find. That's what happens as you get the first riddle. You think you're good, you're great, everything's looking good for you. Then there's another riddle, and you maybe die a little bit inside. You figure that riddle out pretty handily. There's a third riddle, and then you definitely die inside.
And not only are you the face boy, you're also supposed to be the smart boy.
Listen, I'm sick. It's fine.
That's fair.
I'm gonna take a nap after this. Anyway, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna write a letter letting my family know how I've been, what's been going on. I'm gonna leave out the cult if I can, because I don't want to worry them, and also I don't want them to potentially be put at risk. And I'm gonna send them 15 gold.
15 gold for the family.
Yes. At least I don't care what you do with the rest of this throw party. At least buy 2 more chickens.
And a livestock
Write a
guardian
nice
dog.
letter to your family. Write a nice letter to your family. Send the letter along. So, do you do anything else special while you are in the Citadel?
Yeah, I'm researching the towers or
So I will say research on the spires is going to be difficult to find because they're significantly more ancient than this guild. So a lot of the knowledge has been lost to history. I will say you are able to find that some of this has been like, so some of the information about this spire, the one up here by the north area by Nordica.
Yeah.
Some of the things you can find out based on some of the books of people who have explored nearby, which is, like I said, are few and far between because it's super remote. You have, let's see. This spire, compared to others, seems to, from people looking at it from the exterior, people seem to think this spire is not actually abandoned. Like, there's notes of lights and sounds and things in and around this spire. But there's no confirmed sighting, it's like rumors and stuff they hear when they're nearby.
Interesting.
If you would be so kind as to give me a check that you think is valid for looking up information on the spires.
What kind of check?
Any you think are useful for it.
Let's see.
If you can figure out why a check or skill is useful for looking at information, tell me the skill and why you think and why it's useful. I'll let you have some fun with it.
Diplomacy, because I'm going to ask other nerds to help me nerd.
I guess you could ask other people to help you.
Yeah, I'm a graduate now. I could
diplomacy
theoretically get like students to be like, "Hey, listen, I'll help you out with some of your tests if you help me out with this." Maybe not to that extent because I'm not going to be staying for more than 2 days. But
It's like, hey, students, do this, or I'm reporting you missing. Blackmail them.
no,
that is not the Nordic
it's
way.
also not the guy way.
Y'all are no fun.
So yeah, what's your diplomacy?
Yeah, 1 second.
The second's up.
Sorry, the dog was being let in, and I needed to mute my mic for that. So,
What's your roll?
diplomacy is a 25.
So you're able to convince one person to help you look.
That's fine.
So then I do need you to pick a role that you think would be useful, and then they also will roll a role that I think will be useful.
I will try an Arcana to go for any magical effects in the area, or a survival to determine if there's any environmental factors that I might need to research for. How does that sound?
Well, I mean, the environmental factors for the survival is very extreme cold, and it's very remote. So basically, you're going to need to get whatever you need to do to survive, and you're not going to be able to rely on anybody to come help you because there is no one near this tower.
Okay. So then if I want to do proper research, I'd probably want to do Arcana for the magical aspect since I know about cold and stuff.
Yeah, so...
Oh, wow. 23. 17 plus
23.
6.
So, for your Arcana, you learn that what you're able to find is the tower itself. So yeah, like I said, so you got the knowledge before. You don't find any more knowledge about this tower from the Arcana standpoint. You do, however, discover some knowledge from the spire down in the marsh.
Acceptable. What about it?
That spire, you find out that part of the chaos magic of that spire, things change. They're in an ever-changing state around that spire.
So if each of the towers is a type of magic, that one could potentially be abjuration? Nope. What's the one I'm thinking of? Is it abjuration? Transmutation?
Yeah, transmutation would be stuff changing and basically things changing and mutating into different things. And
Okay, but transmutation is a school of magic.
Correct.
Okay. And what is the Norca tower like, even remotely? Like people seeing things?
yeah, people are seeing
So-
things, and people think the tower is not actually. People, they see and hear things, and there's a consensus that the tower is not actually abandoned, but nobody's actually ever seen anyone at the spire.
Okay. So, potentially illusion magic that we're dealing with, or, even more horribly, necromancy.
And the other northernmost spire, the one over by the Asconi territory,
Scones.
that spire, people venture too close and end up with gaps in their memory.
The Tower of Deja Vu.
I don't know what kind of school of magic that would be. That one could also be illusion. Or divination? Divination deals with like brain stuff, right?
Possibility.
These are legitimate theories that somebody who's been in a couple towers and knows about magic would make, right? I'm not accidentally metagaming here.
No, I think, yeah, you're kind of piecing together, okay, based on these stories of what has happened around them, they could be these kind of things, because you notice a chain in the spires themselves.
Either that or the other northern tower has somebody there who's actively erasing memories.
And you've actually spoken to your Din Alcar, who has told you that they were indeed schools of magic. So,
Yeah.
and your helper, I'm going to say they are skilled with geography. So I'm going to use a geography roll for them.
Oh,
That sounds fun.
is that a lore skill?
Yes.
Interesting. Maybe they're hoping to do geomancy.
So that. Alright, so they will also add to you some information. of the.
A silver accidentally drew on the map for everybody wondering.
Yes, it's driving me upset. It's driving me insane because I keep drawing on stuff I don't mean to draw on it. Because one of the windows I have up on my screen won't go away. It started to really annoy me. You go away now? You won't go away now. Okay, well, I tried. So this person will give you information on possibly one of the furthest away tower spires. The one down there by on our main map there, it's called Bone Bay. It is really close to the island where Theo's intrepid crew of sky pirate hunters were flying before they met Calamity.
Where's Bone Bay? Is it over by the Bay of Drakes? Nope, there it is. Never mind.
No.
No.
He'll give you the information from this spire that apparently the spire on that island is located at the bottom of a canyon that seasonally floods. So the actual canyon the spire is located in is completely cut off from the rest of the island, essentially for a little over half the year.
So would we want to go when it is flooded or when it is not flooded?
You want to go when it is not flooded, because when it's flooded, you cannot access the doors.
How quickly does it stop being flooded?
It was so based on what he has read and what he's discovered. It tells you it sounds like it would be the window for it to no longer be flooded is about a month away when the floodwaters recede.
How long is it flooded for?
7 months out of the year.
Mm.
And then the eighth month and ninth month of the year are depending on what the rainfall is like.
Okay.
But the spire is blocked during all of the cold months. The only time it is opened up is during the summer, basically.
Excellent. Well, that is actually pretty useful, so I will give them 1 gold for their help.
They'll
They
thank
must not
you
be
and
family.
they'll thank you and move on with their
They're not
studies.
family, right?
No, they're not family.
Not even extended
God,
family?
horrible.
At least not to your knowledge, they're not family.
Okay, but my great 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 repeating to the power of 3 grandfather is an elf. So, are we sure?
Well, I'll say they're human, so
Are we sure?
yes.
Okay. Is that both the days I spend researching or just one of them?
I'd say
Okay.
both.
I might have also, towards the end of my stay, asked the alchemy teachers if they could transcribe some simple alchemy recipes that might aid me on my journey.
They could do that pretty easily, I would think.
I mean, I don't really have good crafting, but I'd argue that at some point, alchemy and cooking are pretty similar.
Yes.
Oh man, it's only a matter of
Yeah,
time
so-
before I make magic gumbo. Wait,
Gumbo.
magic waffles.
That is a
Magic
thing.
waffles?
Yes.
I'm pretty
Like
sure
in
that's-
Pathfinder, it's a thing?
Yes.
Oh, that I meant in the real world.
I mean, yeah, they're Belgian waffles.
No, it's legitimately a thing in
That's
Pathfinder.
fascinating.
All right, so you got your studying in. You got your 2 days in. Are you going to head off on the road?
Neil, I gave him a location to meet up at, right?
Not according to what I saw in the text you sent them to say they wanted to. You're talking about their research, so
We told you where we are.
yes. You told them you were in the Citadel, but you didn't tell them anything about meeting up anywhere.
I think I talked about it after recording happened. And that's on me. I suppose I will make my life easier and send word to meet halfway.
Well, if you're going to the Spire, meeting them in the city is actually faster and closer to where your final
Oh,
destination
also
is.
I'll need to tell them to prepare to be as warm as possible.
I don't like
Don't like
this.
what? Don't like what?
I clicked on a random compendiary. I don't like it. I don't
You're
like it.
telling me that you didn't like us preparing.
I mean, I prefer you prepare because I would prefer you not to die from, frostbite. It's not a very good way to go.
I mean, I think you take a nap and then you just go. But that's besides the point. Pack up my stuff. I get ready to ride the gondola back to shore.
Gondola's a fun word.
It always sounded slightly perverted.
That's why it's a fun word.
Gondola?
Fondola.
Lashonda.
Yes. Fondola.
Oh my.
Fondola, the Eastern European woman. I don't know why. Those two combined in my brain. I don't know why.
No, it's guy's future orc wife, Rondola.
Oh, jeez.
Fondola.
Who he met on a gondola. Trying to fondola.
Fondola? I barely know her. Get the boat.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm getting cancelled. Anyway.
So, we meeting back up?
Yeah, you guys are gonna officially meet back up when the next one drops.
We meet in a
but,
tavern.
Valid.
Theo, who is that in the doorway?
End of episode.
You got a
Yeah.
lot of nerve showing your face around these parts again. To be continued with the little arrow.
Dun dun dun.
dun dun.
So if let's see in the episode, Discord, do it. Coward. Just do it.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah, maybe you could at least elaborate slightly on
It's
the
a
Discord.
listen, if you listen to the podcast this whole time, and I haven't bullied you into joining the Discord yet, I'm just gonna get progressively more annoyed that you aren't on the Discord yet. I even offered knock-knock jokes. Come on, just do it. I believe in you. I believe you can do this. Join the Discord. Unless you don't want to.
I mean, I do have my theme of the week there, so
Yeah. And memes, and animal pictures, and you can annoy Tex. I mean, you can annoy Tex anyway, but it's a lot easier on the Discord.
and you can see, for the animal pictures, you can see my my very cute dog.
Ah, yes, the terrorist dog.
Aren't all tiny, furry animals slightly
No.
terrorist?
Especially cats.
My cat's a sweetheart.
Yes. Yeah.
So I say my cat's sweetheart, then everybody else is like, your cat is like the evilest animal on the face of the planet. I'm like, but she's very cuddly. So there's that.
You know what I would like to see on Discord? I would love to see someone tell us that they gave us a rating and review on the podcaster of choice that they have. If you did think we deserved those 5 stars, give us those 5 stars. If not, hey, use Discord, use the social medias to tell us what's up, how we can improve and get better. Also, don't forget, share us with your friends. We love getting new listeners. Definitely something we can always always welcome to anywhere.
Oh my goodness, they could just rate every episode on the Discord too.
That
would be
quite
interesting.
that was quite a segue.
Yeah.
Oh, I get the meme or the gif now. I was sitting there going, "Why is he sharing a Frasier gif?"
I don't know what Frasier is. Tell me the Discord.
Or better yet, tell us on one of our social medias.
Did I hurt you, Ograd?
A little bit. A little bit. I'm not
vaguely
gonna
know
lie.
what Frasier is.
Especially since the new season, the reboot is
Isn't
launched.
it just a spin-off of Cheers?
Yes.
Yeah, essentially.
But yeah, just come contact us on one of our social medias. We're always there. We're always listening. And every episode, we release a graphic. And the graphics have been pretty on point lately.
Mm-hmm.
And on every graphic, there is a hidden image. And if you can find it, let us know. We'll give you a shout out.
So, on all those, our theme of the week is a question.
Oh God.
Isn't it usually a question?
No, like this is a question that I want a yes or no answer to.
Oh,
Yes. No. Wait, that's not legally binding, is it?
Maybe. The question is.
I'll notarize it.
The question is 4 riddles too many?
I think it's a video game, yeah.
I think that's a very situational question.
Yeah,
It depends on the difficulty of the riddles.
Yeah, listen, if
Yeah.
honestly, if it's too hard, I might feel, accomplished if I solve 4 riddles. But also, don't throw 30 baby riddles at me. I'm actually going to get more mad.
Well, so on the 4 riddle side, I do have one more riddle that I
don't.
really, really, really enjoy, but I do not currently have it equipped to this
you
thing
don't.
yet.
Oh God, that means it's out there somewhere.
It's not currently equipped to this thing yet.
Shit.
So I could add this riddle in, but I don't know if 4 riddles is too many.
Oof.
Well,
That's a tough question. That is a tough question.
well, I don't have an answer for that yet. But what I do have is, as only once a year, Ograd, would you like to kick us off?
Yes, I would. We are proud of our members here, and today happens to be a special day. Y'all ready, boys?
One.
I suppose.
All right, here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
This is gonna be so out of sync.
Yeah, it's
Happy
horrible.
birthday to
You do realize I'm
Cha, cha,
editing,
cha.
and I'll probably cut this out.
Happy birthday, dear
Tex.
Tex. Happy birthday to you. Don't you dare cut this.
We'll just keep singing it.
I heard that. Hey, Tex. We love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So horribly out of sync.